All right, turns out for the Drake T4X, I bought an 8032 tube, which is like a 6146, but it uses a 12-volt heater. And I think it's the same as a 6146 otherwise. It's made for FM service, FM transmitters, things like that, from what I read. Anyway, that's the pinout of the tube right there. And so I've wired up the heater, and the Drake has 12 volts for the heaters. It had the 6146s in series, the heaters. So these white wires are kind of sloppy, but those are the heaters for the tube. So the heater comes in through here. You can see all the heaters, and all the 12 volts is kind of ganged up on. Which lug is it? This one. So they're all ganged up there, all the 12 volts, and it comes through a choke here. So I just have the pins 2 and 7 used here for these two tubes, and they're now have the heaters in parallel instead of in series as they were with the 6146s. So it looks like this thing is going to be taking 8032s and such. I thought about making it compatible with 6146Bs, but I guess it's not going to happen. I'm going to use what I have on hand. I've also have the driven screen here coming in from the 12BY7 driver. I use the same brass piece they had in here. This goes to pin 5 on the tube. Pin 5, pin 5. And pin 5 is the grid 1 there. So I still got to hook up grid number 2, which I think is a screen grid. I got to put in a couple of ground resistors in here, or ground capacitors, and on the grids, and I think that's about it. So yeah, I still got to put some ground capacitors in this thing, and that should be it. The old tube socket here had screen resistors and little capacitors galore. I got to start putting those back in here. And then maybe when the second tube comes from eBay, put that in there and to get the bias up to minus 90 volts and see if this thing still works. If it works at all, I'll be happy, because this has been a huge hack. All right, so we'll see how it goes tomorrow or next day or whenever. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.